Hello, my name is Onyeka. I'm a real estate broker and property manager. If this is your first time seeing my content, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. Today, we're discussing the challenges faced by diaspora investors and how to navigate them effectively.
A lot of Nigerians in diaspora are not afraid of investing in real estate. They are afraid of losing their money. Think about that for a second.
It's not that they don't have the funds, it's not that they don't see the opportunities. The real fear is this: what if I send this money and something goes wrong? And honestly, that fear is valid because this is not just something people imagine, it is based on real stories. People have paid land that does not exist. People have bought properties that later became a problem. Some trusted the wrong people. Others skipped proper steps because everything looked convincing. So today, I want to break this down for you in a very simple and practical way. No hype, no confusion, just the real process you need to follow if you want to invest safely in Nigeria. And I want you to stay with me till the end, because this is one of those conversations that can literally save you millions. Now let's start from the foundation. The problem is not fear. The problem is lack of structure. Let me explain what I mean. A lot of people make decisions based on pictures they see online, videos they are sent, or conversations on WhatsApp. And everything looks good. The property looks clean. The environment looks nice. The person sounds convincing. And here is the question most people don't ask then. Has this been properly verified? Because in a place like Nigeria, if you don't follow the right process, you can pay for something today and tomorrow another person shows up claiming the same property. Now imagine that situation. You are abroad, you have sent your money, and suddenly there is a dispute. That is where the real problem begins. Now, let's go deeper into how these issues actually happen. Because if you don't understand this part, you can easily fall into the same trap. Most times, what people call scams don't look like scams. They look like opportunities. You see a good price, you see a fine location, everything feels right. But behind the surface are problems. Some people pay for properties that are not even available. You are shown pictures, you make payments, and later you find out that property was never secured for you. In other cases, land is sold by different parties. One person sells to you, another sells to someone else. Now, two of you are claiming the same property. There are also situations where documents are shown, but they had not been properly verified. And because many people don't know how to check, they just accept what they see. Another issue is government restriction. Some lands are not meant to be sold or developed, but people still sell them. And if you don't verify properly, you won't know until it becomes a problem. So the issue is not just who you are buying from. The real issue is whether the process is done correctly. Documentation. You will hear a lot of terms in real estate, but I want to simplify it for you. Every property must have documents, but more importantly, those documents must be real and verified. Not just pictures, not just screenshots, verified. Because anybody can show you a document, but not everybody can prove that it is valid. So what does proper verification actually look like? This is where many people get it wrong. Proper verification means you don't just trust what you're told, you confirm it. You confirm who truly owns the property, you check if there are any issues tied to it, you make sure the location matches what is being presented, and you ensure everything is clear before any payment is made. Let me say this clearly. If you skip this process, you are not investing. You are taking a risk. Now, let me ask you something. Would you send money for a property you have not properly verified? Think about it, because that is where many people make mistakes. They rush, they feel pressure, they don't want to miss out. And in that moment, they ignore the most important step. So now tell me, how do you protect yourself? Let's make this very practical. Always cross-check. Work with professionals who follow a clear and structured process. Not just people who are trying to sell, but people who can guide you properly. Third, ask for documentation early and make sure it is properly verified before you commit. Fourth, avoid rushing into payments. No matter how good the deal looks, take your time to confirm everything. Fifth, ensure there is proper inspection. If you cannot be physically present, make sure someone you trust can represent you. And finally, document everything. No verbal agreements. Everything should be clear and recorded.
Now let me bring everything together. You don't lose money in real estate because it is impossible to invest safely. You lose money when the process is not properly handled.
That is the difference. Safe investment is not luck. It is structure. And this is where I come in. As a professional broker, my job is not just to show you property. My job is to guide you through a process that protects your investment. So if you're serious about investing in Nigeria, start by asking the right questions. Do you truly know what you are buying? Has it been properly verified? Are you following a secure process?
Because those are the questions that protect your money. And if you want to get it right from the beginning, then you need the right guidance. Reach out to us today. Thank you.